Hi everyone, and happy Wednesday. I am super excited to talk to you today about antibiotics. Why? Because I think this might be an interesting topic, and I think a lot of you may have varying opinions on it, so I wanted to share mine. My name is Kylene Terhune, and I'm a functional diagnostic nutrition practitioner. Hi Mara, so if you guys are new to follow me, you may not know what it is that I do, and what I do is I work with my clients using functional lab testing to look for hidden causes of stress in their lives, the underlying cause of chronic health conditions. Hi Lisa, hey girl. And so that I can create a protocol based on nutrition, lifestyle, and supplementation. So I'm very natural mindset, very much holistic, very much like, hey, let's prevent chronic disease, let's manage and reverse autoimmune symptoms, let's work on your gut health, let's work on your energy, let's work on your hormones. All those things are things that I am really, really passionate about. And so if you watch me for a long time, you probably think that I have this stance that's like anti-doctor or anti-medication or, you know, whatever it is. And while I do think that you have to be careful, there is absolutely and always, hi Rebecca, a time and a place. So the reason that there's been so much frustration in the functional medicine community and such, you know, hard opinions about drugs and about antibiotics and all these kinds of things is because, hi Lynn, because a lot of times they're overused, right? You go for maybe a cough or a cold and you get prescribed an antibiotic and you end up going and getting these things multiple times a year, and it just wreaks havoc on your digestive system. And then 5-10 years down the road, you're getting UTIs constantly, you're exhausted, you have gut problems out the wazoo, hi Sydney, and you just can't function as a normal human being because it wrecked all your good bacteria. There was no effort done to repair that, and now you have pathogens and bacteria going crazy, and you have candida overgrowth, and you just feel sick all the time and you can't find answers. So that's why there's been frustration in terms of antibiotic use. And so a lot of times people are like virulently like antibiotic. They're like against it, right? And I am not. I think that there is a time and a place. And I'm going to give you a very personal example right now. So many of you have followed my journey through the past year with Keegan. So last October, I guess it was really September, October, it's like at the beginning of the school year like it is now. He got really sick. He had a lot of stomach pains. It was lower abdominal. We couldn't figure it out. I sent a stool test out, and it's great because I have access to do that. It's awesome. Hi, Lindsay. But what's a bummer about the tests that I run is sometimes they take several weeks to get back. So when someone's in pain, you know, you also want to go to the conventional medicine side and obviously rule out anything that's dangerous. So of course we did that with him. So we took him to the doctor while we're waiting on my stool test results to come back. Hi Barb. And so we went to 4 doctors in the course of like a week or 2 weeks. And they were all saying that he was constipated, but nobody really was interested in finding out why, and nobody was interested in running extra tests or anything like that. And so all they wanted to do was give him a Miralax flush, which is fine, right? Because you do have to treat the symptom as well. Like he did need to, you know, clear everything out, and that was important. But we really wanted to know why, and nobody was really willing to sort of dig deeper. We did finally get a referral to a gastro, but even then we couldn't get in for like another 4 months. So I mean, it was a process. So we left basically with no answers except flush them out. So we waited and we waited a couple extra weeks until I got the stool test results back, and come to find out he had C. diff, which is a really antibiotic resistant bad bacteria. He also had a parasite, and he had, and this was to me one of the most crucial things, an incredibly suppressed immune system, which explained why he was getting sick every 2 weeks. He would get sick, he would hold on to it for a really long time, he would you know, go back to school, he would get sick again, he would hold on to it for a really long time, etc., etc. And so it had been going on. And so when I got the stool test back, I was thinking, well, duh, the kid has like 0 immune system. And so we went on a non-antibacterial protocol in terms of you know, medical antibiotics. But we did use some herbs and some supplements that are antibiotic in nature naturally, like herbal supplements. And he was actually able to get rid of the C. diff completely and boost his immune system. And for any of you who are familiar with the test that I run, your immune system marker on the test I run is your secretory IgA, and you want it to be above 500. When we initially tested him, it was at a 2. When we retested him, it was at a 975. So great progress had been made. He also had more energy. He stopped getting sick. Like really, he hadn't been sick at all for a year, and he just felt a lot better. And so all this progress was made. Well, in the past couple days, he started getting sick again, and it was stomach pain related. And so Patrick and I are thinking, what is going on? Is this like a relapse of what happened last year? By the way, when we retested, the retest was from I think May, so this is even like 4 months later or so. And so we're thinking, okay, what's going on? Like, we're trying to figure out what this is. Well, it's lasted a couple days and he started skipping school. So we said, okay, well, again, we want to rule out anything scary, right? And we don't know. We're not doctors. We're not, diagnosticians. And so, we don't want to just guess. So Patrick took him to Children's, and hi, Jocelyn. And so he got diagnosed this morning with strep. So here is where I want to sort of blend both worlds. That initial session last year that he was in a lot of pain, we were able to really help him without the intervention of medicine. So that's great. We worked a lot on his nutrition. We worked a lot with a holistic herbal protocol. Strep, on the other hand, is painful, and he cannot go back to school unless he's been on a medical antibiotic for 24 hours. So this is a situation, hi Kaya, so this is a situation where I think, well, duh, you gotta be on an antibiotic. And I don't have a problem with that, and here's the reason why. One, sometimes you need it, and when you are in pain, like a UTI is a really great example, or strep is a really great example because he's actually physically in pain. And so that's a really great example of a time that it's beneficial to use conventional medicine as opposed to something that's just sort of bothering you, and if you take the time to work through it naturally, it can maybe iron itself out. So that's like maybe a different approach. But antibiotics, there is a time and a place. The other reason it doesn't bother me is because we know what to do in order to boost his immune system, to heal his gut, and to make sure that while he's taking the antibiotic, not all the good bugs are gonna die. So that's the other problem with it, right? An antibiotic always kills the bad stuff, which is great. That's what you want it to do. It's gonna get rid of the bad guys. It's gonna get rid of the pain. But it also kills all the good guys, and we've spent the past year trying to build those up in his system. So what we're just going to do is a couple simple steps to make sure that all of that progress that we've made is not reversed just because he has to take an antibiotic for 10 days. And again, I have no problem with this. I'm happy that he's taking it. This is the situation. You want to be taking an antibiotic. It's okay. So we're gonna make sure that he's eating lots of root vegetables. And the reason this is because they're prebiotics, and so they feed the good guys. So when you're putting something in your body that's going to wipe everything out, you want to make sure you're doing your best, hi Kristen, to feed the good guys during this process. So extra root vegetables. So as an example, lunch for both of us was roasted root vegetables. So I'm talking like beets and parsnips and things like that, sauerkraut, and some soft-boiled eggs. Soft-boiled eggs, that's not what they are. Poached eggs, soft poached eggs. And so it's just a bowl of gut. It was gut health in a bowl is what I would call it. He's also going to be taking probiotics throughout the days that he's taking. He already took probiotics, but we're increasing the dosage while he's on antibiotics. And then there's another supplement called Restore that's helpful for your gut health and helps that gut lining, especially if it's under attack, whether it be from food or whatever. And so I'm going to make sure that he's taking a couple teaspoons of that a day. So I just want to encourage any holistic mamas, any natural mamas out there, any parents, any family, anyone that has kids that's dealing with, do I put them on an antibiotic? Do I not? It's okay. I think the fact that you're even thinking about it probably means that you're not going to overdose them in their lifetime by doing like 5 in a year. That's where you start running into gut problems, where your gut just like does not have the opportunity to repopulate. And then when you are on an antibiotic, you really just want to be conscientious that you are thinking about what they're eating, that you're not feeding bad stuff with a lot of sugar, that you're actually encouraging the good stuff with probiotics and prebiotics, and that you're careful to keep and maintain the health that they do have in their gut. So I would be curious to see what your experience is with this, what your opinions are on this. You know, if you have had to kind of go through this yourself and make different decisions similar to this, but this is how we're approaching it, and so I kind of wanted to share with you guys and take away the stigma that it has to be 100% conventional or 100% holistic. There is a time and a place that they can blend together, and they can, sometimes it's necessary and sometimes it's very helpful, and sometimes that's the best way to actually get health, and it's not setting you back, it's actually helping you get well. So I hope that's encouraged you today. Drop any questions below, and I will talk to you later.